I'd like to ask everyone to please rise, and we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. We're going to call up Katie Windsor, an 8th grade student here at Mountain View. I almost said Whitebrook. Here at Mountain View, that'll happen a lot. Katie's going to perform our national anthem. It's all yours, Katie.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job, Katie. Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone, to our first celebration here at Mountain View School. Speaking with Allison earlier, I was reminded that we didn't have a groundbreaking. We didn't have a topping off ceremony. We didn't have an opening ceremony when the middle school students started here in January. What we did have was winter and a pandemic. So again, welcome to the first celebration here at Mountain View School. My name is Tom Brown, and I've had the privilege of serving as the chair of our school building committee. We're here this morning to celebrate the completion and the opening of this beautiful new school, and to recognize the efforts of so many that have been critical to the success of this project. First, to the Massachusetts School Building Authority, thank you for your belief in our project and the financial support from MSBA. You recognized, as did the City of Easthampton, the need and the opportunity to replace 3 aging school buildings with 1 new K-8 facility. Former Mayor Cadger and former Superintendent Follumsby, thank you for your efforts, your commitment, your dedication to getting this project prepared for presentation to MSBA. Your support and enthusiasm in its earliest stages were critical to our success. To Mayor Nicole LaChapelle, thank you for your support of this project from day one. You came into office at the beginning stages of the project, and you hit the ground running to help keep the momentum going. Your support has been critical throughout the entire process. To Superintendent Dr. Allison Leclair, for your commitment to ensuring that this project would be the best it could be to serve the students of Easthampton for generations to come. Your total involvement in the project from day one and your valuable recommendations throughout the project provided the city with this fantastic finished product. Thank you, Allison. Members of the Easthampton City Council and the Easthampton School Committee, who also supported this project from the very beginning. Thank you for your oversight and your review of the process along the way. Thanks to our design team at Kalo and Beanick, and especially Burt Gardner, for your dedication and commitment to ensuring a great finished product. Curtis, I think, thank you too, but I think also that Bert's entitled to a vacation now. I think Bert lived here for the last few years. Thank you also to our project management team at Collier's, especially Tim and Adam, you too, Alan, for your oversight and expertise in keeping us informed and on track and overseeing the project from beginning to end. I also don't want to overlook the contributions of our general contractor, Fontaine. Members of the Committee for Better Schools, your efforts helped to ensure that the voters of Easthampton had all of the information necessary to make an informed decision about their support for the new school. Because of your efforts, all of the information about construction, costs, and benefits was made available to the residents of Easthampton. And to the residents of Easthampton, who overwhelmingly voted to financially support this project. The community vision of a new K-8 school in Easthampton came to life because of your support. And finally, I'd like to thank the members of the School Building Committee. Your dedication to this project, to this process, over the past 7 years, and yes, it's been 7 years since our first meeting, and your desire to create a state-of-the-art educational facility for all of the students of Easthampton has been inspiring. Thank you to each of you. John Atwater, Judy Averill, David Boyle, Pat Ruff, Larry Carnes, Dale Doran, Shannon Dunham, Maren Goldstein, Cynthia Kwasinski, Nicole LaChapelle, Allison Leclair, Deb Luznia, Chris Norris, and Michael Owens. Thank you all very much. And I know that was a long list of thank yous, but as you've heard time and time again, it takes a village. And it took everyone in this group, everyone in this room, everyone in this city to pull off this project, this beautiful new school that you see for our city today. At this time, I'd like to call up Cynthia Kwasinski, Chair of the Easthampton School Committee.
All right, now I've got to be a little bit of an improviser since Tom took most of the things I was going to say. So I'm going to make it a little shorter. We'll start with using his quote that is really crucial here. And that is that they say it takes a village to raise a child. And that is exactly what the people of Easthampton did when they voted for this school. That was a hard vote for a lot of people. It was a financial hardship. But the people of Easthampton got together and said yes. That is incredible, and I want to thank everybody for voting yes. We couldn't have done it without you. The second group I want to thank are the teachers and the administrators and all the staff who worked in buildings that were not bright and cheery, that were very in need of repair and running down. But you made it a beautiful environment for our students. Oh, can everybody hear me? I'm sorry. I have a lot of COVID in our school. I'm wearing my mask. All right. So I want to thank all the teachers, all the administrators who worked, who painted, who glued the buildings together to make an environment that was happy, safe, cheery, and a place where our kids could learn. Third, I want to thank all the families who helped keep these schools good and stayed with us. You didn't leave. You didn't walk away. And I thank you for supporting our schools, our teachers, and our children. All right, last group. There are so many people who worked on this project, again, way back from the application process, the forums. The list is too long. Thank you, everybody. This is a beautiful building. We have created a place where our kids are safe and happy and where our teachers are excited. I thank everybody. Short and sweet, I'm done.
Thank you, Cindy. At this time, I'd like to call up our superintendent, Dr. Allison Leclair.
Good morning, everyone. To say that I thought this day would never come is an understatement. I am so pleased to be here at the finish line with all of you today, celebrating this beautiful new school. Thank you sincerely to all of you for sharing in this milestone with us. As an educator, I'm going to begin with a quote from Marian Wright Edelman, an activist who fought for the rights of children all her life. Marian said, "Education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and your world better than you found it." I believe that type of thinking was the driving reason that led to where we're standing today. Easthampton is committed to the education of our children with the forward-thinking goal of creating a better community. Being a part of this project in whatever role you played that led to your presence here today demonstrates your belief in this important work and in Easthampton. There's no greater calling than contributing to the lives of children. And as I stand here today, at the end of this journey, I want to take a few moments to recognize and thank the many people who helped us get here. Some of this will be in line with Tom's remarks. Obviously, there's no way we can thank everyone, but I'd like to try and paint the picture for you of all the individuals and groups that made this happen. So for historical context, if you don't know, the very first statement of interest for a school building project was filed with the MSBA in 2010 and was resubmitted and rejected every year until a pre-K through 8 project was submitted and accepted into the MSBA, the Mass School Building Authority, program in 2014. So there were a lot of people that were very tenacious about getting a new school in Easthampton. But even before that, the Committee for Better Schools in the late 1990s and early 2000s worked tirelessly for years to assist with securing a new school. It's also important to recognize that many residents and staff that served on exploratory and preliminary committees working on visioning sessions, all prior to any official committee being named by Mayor Kasher in 2015. So to all those people that worked tirelessly behind the scenes, I want to recognize and thank you for your efforts today, because you really got the ball rolling in Easthampton. Many members of Mayor Kasher's original building committee are still over here to my left today, and that should demonstrate to all of you their commitment to serving our school system. I think it's fair to say that from conception to ribbon cutting, Mountain View has been in the works for many years. To the building committee, old and new members, that's not your age, that's how long you served on the committee, here today, I express my deep gratitude for your valued opinions, your dedication, and your countless hours of service to our new school. And special thanks to Mr. Thomas Brown, our chair, who was the captain of our ship and made sure we stayed on course in all our meetings. Now, during those early years, many citizens in Easthampton shared ideas about what they wanted to see in a new school. Looking back to some of the original visioning work from 2016, I'd like to take a few moments and share some of the priorities of the individuals that worked on this project back then. The citizens, school leaders, and teachers that worked on that visioning hoped to see a way to find a small community feel in a large building. They wanted to see varied learning environments, large library spaces with updated technology. They wanted to find a way to meet the ever-changing social emotional needs of children by having flexible spaces. They wanted a focus on safety and security, access to beautiful outdoor learning spaces, and joyful learning spaces. As you take in our beautiful school today, I hope that you will note that we tried to honor the work of those that served to develop that vision for this school many years ago. Take some time after our event today and walk around the school to really get a feel for what we have all created. To say that we're bursting with pride around here is an understatement. Now, some thanks to our team that really served, I'm going to say the Thursday morning construction crew that met every Thursday for many, many years, and we still meet every Thursday. So to everyone around the table, I'm going to name some names now. To our architects, Kayla and Beanick, your team has been wonderful to work with. Curtis, everyone, but our architect, Bert Gardner, has been a constant, calming presence throughout the project. Bert's talent, expertise, and work to fully understand our vision and make it a reality was really the essential ingredient to our project. Thank you, Bert. To our project managers, Colliers, you've taken many burdens off of my shoulders and always supported our vision. You're easily and readily accessible, always navigating challenging obstacles along the way. Your guidance and support has been incredible. To Alan, who was always at our monthly building committee meetings, thank you. And to the folks around the Thursday crew table, Tim, Adam, Todd, Dave, thank you all very much. To our builders, Fontaine Brothers, you've been a pleasure to work with. You always listened and did your utmost to address any issue that came up. I think that I may have been the reason that some members from Fontaine, have lost some hair of late. They navigated a construction project through a pandemic, meaning that they were here on site every day during a pandemic, making sure staffing, materials, and budget challenges were all addressed. To Mike, Joel, Nate, the entire team, thank you. To all the senior members at Fontaine Brothers, thank you. To the former superintendent, Nancy Follansby, and our former business manager, Dale Doron, thank you for contributing so much to this project. Your dedication to the students of Easthampton is tremendous. To Dale, my partner for many years, I don't know, where's Dale sitting? She moved around on me, okay. Your work on the color and finishes of this building is noteworthy, thank you. Along with Dale and myself, Judy Averill and Deb Luznia spent countless hours working on colors, finishes, and furnishings for this building. Finally, to the administrators, the staff, and the families that have supported this project in big or small ways, your support and dedication to the children of Easthampton has allowed us to reach this goal. And there were many challenges that staff faced when we moved into the building, and they were all very positive and pleasant, knowing that things were going to get addressed, but having to, plug away and get through some of the obstacles that we had still to overcome in this building. To the families that had to get used to traffic flow patterns and are still getting used to them now, we thank all of you. So to everyone, thank you very much.
I don't want to overlook, I know I said it in my opening remarks, but I don't want to overlook Allison's contribution to this. I know the building committee has 7 years of meetings, but to Allison, it probably feels like she had about 14 years of meetings and was directly involved in reviewing certain components of the construction and making recommendations that were all positive changes. And just for the record, I did see a couple times when Bert wasn't that calm. At this time, I'd like to call up Dr. Jill Pasquini-Torchia, head of school.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming today. As the sights and sounds of construction finally begin to fade, it's a perfect time to take a moment and reflect on everything that's been accomplished here. The end result made possible by the commitment, hard work, and passion of so many. Mountain View School represents a shared vision in which our schools are the heartbeat of our community, where all are accepted and able to authentically participate in learning in a setting that is welcoming, inclusive, and adapted to the needs of all students. This vision includes providing children in our community an incredible opportunity to learn in a clean, modern, and thoughtfully designed facility. However, it would be a mistake if I didn't acknowledge the smart, caring, and dedicated team of educators that work here. Along with our students, they are the heartbeat of Mountain View School. And without them, this place is, well, just a building. I'm enthusiastic because together, it's this talented group that will deliver on the vision that Mountain View was founded on. So on behalf of the entire team of educators, thank you to the community of Easthampton and welcome to Mountain View School.
Thank you, Jill. At this time, I'd like to call up our state representative, Dan Carey.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Dan Kerry. I have the honor of representing Easthampton in the Massachusetts House of Representatives. More importantly, I have the honor of being a 2003 graduate of Easthampton High School, the old building. I have the honor of being a former paraprofessional at Whitebrook Middle School, where I just parked my car. And I have to tell you, Tom really skimped on my introduction. I'm a former member of the City Council. I'm a former member of the school committee. I'm a former member of the school building committee. I'm a former member of the override committee, the ballot question committee. Boy, I got a great resume. Today's election day, everybody. But honestly, I tell you all that because we keep hearing about how it takes a community. We keep hearing about the Thursday morning meetings and the Monday night meetings and the long hours and the Zoom meetings and everybody that participated and helped and made this happen. And we know, especially the group gathered here, education's the bedrock of a community. We know how important education is to the people of Easthampton because there were so many people on all those committees. There were so many people that went out and voted. There's so many people, whether they like it or not, helping us pay for this great building. And as we move along and as people got used to the Rotary, as people saw the finished building, I don't know about your phone, but I'm getting fewer and fewer and fewer concerns and complaints, and people are so excited that all of our students, pre-K through 12th grade, have a 21st century education. And as a former employee of Whitebrook Middle School, I can tell you we already had the best of the best teaching those students. I was just about to beg you to clap for the teachers, but you're way ahead of me. They deserve it more than we can ever thank them. Not just because I can tell you how hard it is. I thought I was going to be a high school English teacher. I couldn't handle education. I wasn't strong enough. I had to go work in politics in the House of Representatives. But these folks day in and day out are taking care of our children, they're taking care of our community, and especially through the pandemic, through the absolute worst of times. And so I would ask you, please, let's have another round of applause for the teachers, for the staff, for everybody doing the work. Thank you. Thank you for the work you do every single day. I tell you about my resume, not because it's election day, but don't forget, but because I know personally the people, the groups, the meetings, the folks that keep getting mentioned and how hard they're working. If you have any questions about the process or about the why or how, let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. And if you want to hear some crazy stories about the meetings that happened before the meetings and the meetings that happened after the meetings and the meetings that happened on Cottage Street late at night, those are the stories you really want to hear that I'm going to save for another time. But those folks, you know, I worked with multiple mayors, multiple superintendents. There was another rep and another senator. I should mention Senator Vilas is out campaigning today. But if you want to know how smart John Vilas is, as Easthampton senator, he hired Easthampton resident, Easthampton High School graduate, Mark Messer, to represent him here today. And so if you've got any questions for John Vilas, you call Mark Messer and he'll make sure. I don't know how many towns John has, but Easthampton's #1. And we know that all that time is so well spent. I like to say, if you want to know what a person values, look at how they spend their time, look at how they spend their money. And if you want to know what this community values, what the people of Easthampton value, look at how they've spent their time over the last decade. Look at how they spent their money on this beautiful building, and look at the care they have for our students and for our community. So thank you very much. Thank you for the hard work that has gone into this. Thank you for the work you continue to do every single day. Easthampton's a great place to learn and grow. That's a motto I've heard before. There's no growth without change. We've got new buildings. We're growing. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to learn. Thank you very much.
You know you're getting older when your state rep went to school with one of your kids. But I did not get into Dan's resume primarily because I knew he would. But I got to tell you, in all the years when I've interviewed people for jobs, based on the number of times you changed jobs, I probably wouldn't hire you. Seriously, Dan, thank you very much for your work at the state level and for your commitment to Easthampton. At this time, I would like to call up Jack McCarthy, who is Deputy Chief Executive Officer, the Executive Director of MSBA. Jack?
Good morning. First of all, Dan is a tough act to follow. That was impressive. On behalf of Treasurer Goldberg, who's the chair of the Mass School Building Authority, and Jim McDonald, who's the first deputy and CEO at the MSBA, and Barbara Hansberry and Melanie Sauter, who are sitting there. Barbara runs a program that it's called a collective purchasing program, and you took advantage of that here at Eastham and bought your furniture at a huge discount because you were able to pool your volume with other communities. So Barbara wanted to come and take all the glory for that. No, Barbara just wanted to come out, so great program. And I can never, oh, there's Maria Popolo, who's also with me, who drove out here in the rain, and she's hoping never to see a truck in front of her again on the pike. But anyway, thank you for allowing us all to be part of this celebration. You know, the mission of the Mass School Building Authority is to partner with Massachusetts communities to support the design and construction of educationally appropriate, flexible, sustainable, and cost-effective public school facilities. And this project certainly meets that ideal. Benjamin Franklin once said, "An investment in education pays the best interest." And we at the MSBA are proud to be your investing partner on this project to the tune of about $48 million. I don't need to go through Representative Carey's resume since he did it for me, but he and Senator Vilas have been outstanding advocates for this project, and I want to thank them both for their leadership. And when you see John, if you would send him my regards. And I want to congratulate Tom and these folks over here. I mean, you thanked the people you hired, you know, Colliers, Carlo and Beanick and Fontaine. But I want to congratulate you because you're the people that selected them. You're the people that interviewed the others and said, these are the right people for this project. And it did come in on time and on budget. And so congratulations to you all. Why don't you give them all a round of applause, please? So I'm a big fan of the, what's it called? It's that music show where they turn the chairs. What is it? The Voice. Thank you. Thank you. And if I was a judge on The Voice, Katie, I would have turned my chair for that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. So thank you for that. And there's a little quote that I always like to use at these ceremonies. And it's a quote from Dan Valentine, who was a reporter for the Salt Lake City Tribune. And the teachers should appreciate this because they live it every day. You know, Dan once described a school as a building of 4 walls with tomorrow inside. And we at the MSBA are proud to be part of Easthampton's tomorrow. So thank you.
Thank you, Jack, and everyone at MSBA. We couldn't have done it without your help, without your help. Thank you so much. Okay, at this time, I'd like to call up Dr. Leclair and the members of the school building committee for a ribbon cutting. We could go outside. Mo's got the giant scissors. So, sure. Yeah, just in closing, the school department, Allison, has a gift for the building committee. It's a book called If I Built a School. And for those of you, I hope you all have a chance to stick around. We do have tours of the school if you want to walk through the building. And we have refreshments. Where are the refreshments, Allison? Right out in the hallway. Right out in the hallway, we have refreshments. And those of you that would like to tour the building, please feel free. If you see anything, just remember, we still have to get through that dreaded punch list, right, Bert? So while the school is done, dreaded punch list to go, so. Yeah, city councilors, if you'd like to take a picture, school committee members, take a picture with the ribbon, cutting it. Just no one gets cut on the scissors, please. Thank you all very, very much. Please enjoy refreshments and a tour. Thank you.